Yo, yo, yo. What is going on? Internet is going slow. Mm, yo, yo, yo. How are we doing, baby? Edward Morgan, what's up? So what up, Big T, and all you beautiful people? All of my beautiful people. How are we doing? Are we ready? Futures change fast. Yeah, they do. I mean, it keeps fluctuating from like 0.6 to like 1% positive. What's up, Jesse? What's up? Kaloum? What's up? What do you guys think for this week? Tomorrow looking pretty good. Pretty good, except Bills just lost. Dang. Trading Whitney, Julie Miller, what's up? Thanks for all you do, homie. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Fed meetings Tuesday and Wednesday. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. I mean, that's when we're going to get a lot more clarity. Yeah, that's an actual video. Yeah, this guy is all eyes on him for sure. I mean, Apple earnings are going to be very important too. Perfect time in case he wins an all live stream. Ooga booga baby. Use a green week. Yeah, true. We could definitely, I mean, in the short term, use a green week, but I think this is what we want to see in the longer term sense of the trade in the MOAS. Earnings per share. Then, mm, mm. Yo, what's up, Dan the man? What's up, Logic? How are we doing? Still looking to get into some puts tomorrow. This thing is gonna burn. Yeah, uh-huh. I'm definitely looking to get into some puts. What I really want to do, I'm trying to figure out, what's the best thing to do to like protect the portfolio, also make a lot of money and not risk a lot, which is very hard when you're talking about more short term, especially puts, because they tend to just get crushed. I mean, obviously the market goes up, generally speaking, over time, but I think it's just doing very large trades. Like when we see weakness, usually at the end of the day. So the fact that futures are up right now is I mean, going to be really good for my strategy. Just depending how strong we do have of a day, that'll be important. But I mean, if you had bought like throughout the last 3 days that we have sold off at the end of the day, like aggressively, if you had bought puts on anything, I'm really like anything, in the beginning of trading, until the end of the day, you did like very well. Like once, twice, three times. So I think that could happen, and I think I'll make just large amounts like Apple puts, and then if I can even make 5 of them free, that's probably what I'll do. So I can just ride out 5 free puts, and you never know. The next day we could gap down, stuff like that. I think that's how I'm gonna plan on trading this, but. Let me guess, Mo asked this week. Not quite, doctor. Not quite. So Tyler, very bad day here. Had a dump trailer stolen. Nebo has to kick inside and get over this. Good thing is I have insurance on it. Oh, jeez. That's ridiculous. That Tuesday and Wednesday, I see votes. One transparency this week. SEC vote is Wednesday, right? For the transparency on the short reports, short sales. I mean, if that's what it's about, I have not seen. Yeah, votes on transparency this week. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. I have not seen that, but that would be good. When Biden speaks at buy puts, yeah, that's not even like a politics thing. That's just when he speaks, the market goes down. I think they will pass the save face. I think in the end game. Yeah, the markets as they go down, that's getting closer to the end game. Because how can you see a price of a stock go to thousands of dollars if hedge funds have billions of dollars to put in their margin calls? It's like pretty much impossible. Calls on SEC meeting. I don't know about any calls right now. With AMC, I mean, maybe. In like the smaller caps. Could be good. When the SEC votes, if they pass on the new short regs, they will include the naked short into correct, or will naked shorts be different? I don't think there's anything about naked shorts in there because legally only market makers can naked short just for a short time period. But I mean, those usually are like reported with FTDs. That's the closest measurement we have, but I don't know exactly if that's in there. Last I knew, it wasn't. But yo, Simon, spot puts printed 250% on Friday and rolled that into AMC common longs. Let's go, baby. Damn, I'm getting some Ethereum this week. Yeah, I've been thinking about buying some Ethereum too. It's down so much. I mean, hey, bro, good to see you. Can I get a hell yeah, buddy? Cheese chaser. I like it. The market is doing exactly that now. I think it will continue to bleed. Yeah, I mean, we still got I mean, we're not even at our October lows, like 426. So there's still another substantial red day before we are getting down to the October lows just a couple months ago. So, 400, 365. I think that's really like your worst case scenario, like 365. But unless the whole economy just goes into a recession, which it's possible. It's possible. Come on, give us some more clickbait. I got you. AMC is $1 million per share. That's the new title. That's the new headline. $1 million per share AMC. And I'm going to say Dr. Zeno told me to. The first sentence of the video. Yeah, Powell is going to do, a 0.5%. That's what people are calling on him to do. Shock the markets. Get inflation expectations way down. Like, virtually, like, immediately. Are we riding a dawn, my guy? I mean, I sure hope so. I sure hope so. Yo, got my first SoFi share. There we go. Win Lambo. Man. I mean, if the market crashes and you play puts, then I think you get the Lambo pretty fast. And then you switch that into like AMC calls at the bottom. That could be good. Could be really good. Buy March more AMC reversal time, baby. Let's fucking go. Much more AMC. Do you think it continue bleeding like it is? I mean, AMC, not really, but the SPY and the broad markets, definitely. I mean, I think the stocks that are like down 60% like AMC, not really, because they're only going to drop so far. But stocks like Apple is holding up the markets. That could certainly come back down to the 120s. AMC, like look at this. DraftKings. This is so much pain. It's unbelievable. My average on DraftKings is like 40, like these bottoms. I'm like, that's a good price. Nope. Just straight down. Taylor for president. I will not buy into crypto until after the MOS. Yeah, I think crypto's a good long term. I think a lot of people just try to trade crypto when it's like the technology behind it is longer term. Eventually, 20, 30 years from now, I think crypto is going to be in a lot of different things. Or blockchain, I should say. Bro, Netflix was scary. Yeah, Netflix was scary. Swung SPY, $100 puts. Okay, there we go. Glad people are getting used to options. Buckle up. My mom cleans for a lady. Her and her husband has been in the stock market for about 40 years. She said the market is about to crash. She seems pretty smart. Oh, the market is. I think, because I watch a lot of videos. Like a lot of CNBC videos, a lot of stock market videos in general. And I have not heard anybody really talk about this that I've been stressing to you guys. Like people think because all this money was printed that it's magically going to turn into like 2022 being a better year for your large companies like Apple than it was in 2021 or 2020. I don't think that is the case. I don't think these companies are going to have a positive revenue year in 2022. Like, I mean, if you are like people around you, they got that stimulus, that extra money and bought things. A lot of people bought iPads, iPods, iPhones, Xboxes that benefited these large companies. The last thing you want to see is high inflation, a Fed that is sucking up money like a vacuum, and earnings slowing down year over year. That's the last thing you want. That's going to put you into a technical recession when you have 2 quarters of slowing GDP growth. And nobody really talks about that what happens if revenue is worse at Apple in 2022 than it was in 2021? You can't value it at the same company that looks like it's going to be growing 20 to 30% revenues year over year. Like what? This is the last 2 years. I mean, you could easily fall to the 120s. And then the market really crashes. Apple goes down 20%, markets are crashed. Like bear market. Mark my words. If they have bad earnings and we fall a lot, it's clapped. Can you go live? I tell you, I mean, this is a major week and we need the captain. Probably. I'll try to go live. I'll just see how it works. Maybe early in the morning when the markets open, or maybe at the close of markets, because that's where you see more volatility is the opens and the closes. But these market closes have been crazy. Call futures flying up, still got room to upside before short sellers gang up on it. Yeah, I mean the markets could definitely bounce if you take a look at what happened. In March. I mean, it was down like we see now, back up, and then continue down. So this is probably it could be the bounce that people have been waiting for. Newbie question: can we hurt the hedge funds with puts other than call options? Not really. I mean, if you no, not really. That's a tricky question. I haven't thought about it like that. Dan the man, $9.99, baby. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. I never got a stimulus check. I missed out. What? Wait, you missed out. They just forgot you? So the company had better revenue this year when they still had to pay more employee salaries and hourly wages. I mean, if they just have more people buying their products or whatever, I mean, it's possible, but I don't see how it is at the same time. You know, people just got all this extra money. A lot of that went to the large companies, and they're priced for perfection right now, whereas everything else is beaten into the ground. Once Apple reports earnings after Powell, oh man, it is going to get a little bit crazy. Waiting for Ethereum to hit 1,500 to get an even 6 for 9,000. Yeah, I think Ethereum's got a good future ahead of itself. What kind of price action do you think we'll have this week? I mean, with AMC, probably go down, but at a much slower pace than what we have been, because we're already down so much. I think I gotta sneeze. I don't think much of margin calls. It's only hope. I mean, when the markets are down, like consider the SPY like way down here. You know, even in here, and then AMC starts to rally. That's where you see margin calls when capital is restricted. Seems to be all up in the air. Oh, definitely. It's definitely all up in the air. I mean, it definitely could go either way, but I think I think earnings are going to be good this quarter. I said months ago, I think like a month or two ago, that earnings in the first quarter of 2022 and the second and throughout the year are going to start actually looking much worse. But I think it's guidance that's going to screw companies. Like Netflix had guided for 6.5 million subscribers in Q4, and they only got 2 million. So it's going to be that guidance that kills them. Yeah, bounce 2, shake out, puts in a real correction. Yeah, no stimmy here, kept working. Yeah, that's in the transparency meeting this week. I mean, I think it'll go through. Ultimately, they might want to like discuss it more or something like that, but I think it's going to go through. Did you receive the email for your Ion NFT? Because I didn't. Yeah, I did. You want to search your whole inbox, because I didn't get a notification for it, but when I searched it, it was there, and it doesn't come up like AMC. It came up, I think, Wax, the wallet thing. I think SoFi is a great business for the long term. They're supposed to 3.5 times revenue in the next couple of years. Without the bank charter, now that they have that, I mean, they got a lot going for them. Oh, there's no reverse stock split. I feel like I can really hinder. Oh, definitely. You do not want a reverse split. Not at all. I mean, because if you send AMC to 60, you're exposing it to go down more. And it doesn't change your percentage. You're like up or down. It doesn't do anything in that sense. AMC earnings. They have not confirmed their actual earnings yet, but Mr. Simon, member for 4 months, baby. There we go. There we go. Let's start with Niners, Super Bowl champs. No Rams, the Chiefs, Super Bowl. Man. Dude, the Rams, Stafford was with the Detroit Lions forever. We can never get to the Super Bowl. And then it's like, boom, gets with the Rams and straight almost to the Super Bowl. We need to get out of debt 100%, then do a dividend. I mean, yeah, we don't have to be out of debt 100% to issue a dividend. Unless there's a covenant in there, but I don't think that's the case because, I mean, normal debt, like companies have debt and issue dividends. There might be a covenant against it. The market. So if the market does crash in 2 or 3 weeks, wouldn't that trigger the margin calls across the board? Not necessarily. If like the markets do crash, let's say they do come down 50% and people are like freaking the fuck out because the margin is so high, then you need to see the stock go up because the short positions are going to, obviously the stock is going to go down, I think at a slower pace. Like I think if the markets fall 50% from here, then AMC is not going to go from 17 to 50% of that, like $8.50. I don't think that's going to happen. Is it possible? Sure. But if we need to see some kind of catalyst or something, like when we all were buying stock on Friday, something like that at the bottom is when you trigger the margin calls, when you trigger the, brokers calling them up like, hey, we need 100 mil. And that's where it's like, shit, we don't have it. So they gotta, it's not worth keeping that position open and then cover on it. So if you split AMC, there would be even more shares and price would be cheaper. What's worse, reverse split or regular split? Well, it's interesting. Which I mean, no bash in Angelo, but I don't know why he made that video. Because a reverse split usually only happens when it's a penny stock that goes under $1 for 2 weeks out of the year. So they, or for, weeks, most weeks out of the year, and then they have to remain above $1 for 2 weeks. It's usually a short-term thing. Like a 20-cent penny stock will do a 5-to-1 reverse split and go over $1, try to stay there for 2 weeks. I've seen stocks though do that and not stay above $1. Like the gains are instantly reversed. So basically, if you had 100 shares for AMC, they did a 1-for-10 reverse stock split, then you would only have 10. But if the price of AMC, was $10 before, now it went to 100. So it's a lot easier for the market cap to be worn down, which reverse splits usually happen in like pharmaceutical companies that are pre-revenue, that are just burning money, that have been around for a long time. But yeah, it's a lot easier for a stock like AMC. Think about it right now. For AMC, if it was $100 to go to 50, rather than if it's $20 to go to 10. There's a lot more meat on the bone. But splits are actually good. You don't see good companies doing reverse splits. You see good companies doing splits because it's the same way. When Apple or Tesla runs up 100% in a year, right? Like this, it protects their market cap. So now even like a move like this is like people are starting to talk about it. If it came down to here, people would be like freaking out. Whereas that's only like a 25% move down. But, if Apple had never split, then they could move a lot more. So it's like Apple's harder now to go to 75 than it would have been to go from 400 to 200. Hopefully that makes some sense. We somehow have to figure out moves to make. Just holding is not work. In my opinion is FOMO only. I hope they're tired as we are. Oh, they definitely are. I mean, that short interest still going up is, I mean, crazy. Our best stocks jump in after the MOS. I like SoFi. I like Lucid if you have the balls for up and down, up and down. I think it'll be good. Everyone hit the join, become a member, support our homie Tyler. There we go. Wouldn't that be cool? What's the best dividend stock you like? AbbVie. ABBVI. They own Humira, Botox, the largest selling drugs. And I got them when they paid like 5%. Now I think they pay like 3.5%. Because the stock price went up. How much can AMC reach? I mean, 5 to 10,000 is like reasonable, I think. But there's no like theoretical limit on how high it could go. I think it's more like what's reasonable. You think we'll squeeze this month? An honest answer, please. Thank you, sir. I mean, I don't think. It just depends. I mean, it's really hard to say because it's not really like an AMC question. It's more like a broad market. Because the broad markets need to come way down. If Apple earnings are bad, the Fed's negative, surprise rate hikes us or something, then could definitely happen. But that's really a tough one. See it hitting 4 digits? Oh, for sure. For sure. So Boss Blunt is calling for the MOS coming Thursday and Friday. What are your thoughts? I mean, if Apple earnings are Thursday, so you're either going to have a lot of positivity or a lot of negativity in the markets. And then Friday is going to be that last day to either dump out or buy back in. But most people on Fridays after a volatile or negative week tend to sell out on Fridays. I mean, I don't think the day, I think it's going to be very hard to hit rock bottom in the markets by Friday or Thursday, which we don't have to hit like rock bottom. But if we don't have some catalyst, like, because you guys got to think about it. It's like a pendulum, right? I think that's what they're called, where like a teeter-totter kind of. It's like the hedge fund money is over here, and like a good catalyst over here. You need, like, the reason why these good catalysts have not been doing anything is because it's so skewed to like the money's way up here. The catalyst is should be big, but it's just not because it doesn't have enough weight to push it up and tilt it in our favor. Once the money's way down here, you see a good catalyst, then weird analogy, but I hope that made some sense. So I don't know if Thursday and Friday would be enough time. You think squeeze this like movie pass? Oh, the reverse split meltdown. Yeah, that would not be good. It just opens you up for a lot more pain. Caterpillar for dividends, pimping. Yeah, Caterpillar's good too. What do you guys think about 10 puts on the hood? I think it's just down so much. I mean, we were shorting it like the 40s range. And at 40 it was really overvalued, but could definitely come down more. I don't think it will go below 15. Yeah, me either. But true, nobody knows. Any legal things that would force hedge funds to cover? I mean, not really. Not that I know about. I mean, there's a lot of legal laws and stuff, but nothing I've ever heard about. I've been in the markets for feels like a lifetime. There's millions of dollars to be pulled from the earth and gold, but you have to invest $1 million to get to the good stuff. I'm gonna go to Australia and find rocks after this stock mess. Yeah, there we go. I've always wanted to. This is weird, kind of, but go like panning for gold. I feel like that'd be so cool. Just you got some time, you just you know whatever. You don't have to do anything. I think that would be cool in like California or something. Or Nevada. Nevada has 75% of the gold in the world. Find a good spot in Nevada and uh, or 75% of the gold in America, maybe the world. Actually. Oh yeah, okay. 78% of the U.S. gold and 5% of the world's production. Okay, man. Nasdaq, what? What? Unchanged. Am I tripping? Yeah, Nevada has a lot of gold. What? What is going on with the Nasdaq futures right now? Am I tripping? Am I tripping? Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm down. Full of gold. Why is it not like Apple puts earlier for 41 bucks? I couldn't find them. Got you. I got you. Oh, I just did that. Okay, Nasdaq futures. Okay. Russell 2000s up more than the Nasdaq, so that's good. The Apple puts, the ones that I were looking at was the February 18th. So put side over here. About these 125s for 41. Or I might even do the February 11th for like the 145s. Just this way, like if Apple did have a positive earnings and the stock actually went up, you're not going to get crushed as much. You're still going to lose a lot, so you definitely want to get your initial investment back as probably as fast as possible. I don't want to like hold the options overnight because you never know what the next day is going to be. But yeah, if like what I want to do is just collect as many free contracts as possible. So if I could go out to, Apple 18th and buy not even the same contracts like over and over again, but buy the 145s, tomorrow or something and get like 30 or 50% on those, sell out enough to keep a couple contracts for free, and then the next sign of weakness do that again and again and again, because this is really a day trading market. Like if you okay, right, so let's pull up the SPY, and I could actually pull up the prices of the contracts too, but over the past, pull up the 15-minute, like if you had bought like this contract, right? Bought a SPY put or an Apple put or whatever, and you held it, like bought it in the beginning of trading, held it, and then the next day you would be actually down on that contract unless you held it the following day. And you never know, we could bounce. We're due for a bounce right now. I think it continues to sell off, but if we have a bounce or a sideways week for a week, and then then you're gonna get that time premium's gonna kill you. You know, Quaalude? What? What's up, people? Rams won today. Crazy, man. The Rams. Stafford. The expense ratio on Quaalude is really high. There are better alternatives. Now I'm just gonna say Quaalude. recommend Weeble, Thinkorswim, etc. Um, I mean, I think they're both good. I think Weeble's a nice middle ground. Yeah, I actually got screwed by Robinhood because I didn't have uh money in the Weeble available. Because Weeble's kind of weird. Like Robinhood will give you instant deposits, but on Weeble it doesn't for some reason. So I deposited money like earlier in the day. I think this was Thursday or was it Friday when Peloton dropped? Maybe it was Thursday. I don't remember. But I was trying to buy the 126 weekly, so they expired the next day. So this was Thursday for 9 cents a piece. The $26 puts. I hit them right on the ask. They should have filled me instantly for 50 of them at 9 cents. Didn't. And then I kept trying to get filled, and the stock halted like 2 minutes later and then opened back up, and they had hit $300 on the ask or the bid. So it would have been like 500 into 15 grand, but they just would not fill me. Weeble definitely would have filled me though. Or another brokerage would have filled me. So I'm just done. I don't even care if I have extra money. I'll save myself a headache by just not using them. Yes, 125 are not on Weeble. Never bought puts, so this is my first. I can't find any put under 200. No 125. Oh, you probably got to hit this. It says strikes and all, or it'll say like 10 or maybe 20. You have it on. I'm not sure, but if you go to all, you'll get all of them on there. How are you doing, guys? We're doing good. How are you? I believe crypto is about to take a beating. Be careful. Yeah, how is crypto actually doing right now? Is it doing all right? Looks like it's coming back down a little bit. Shanks, I've been waiting for that to take effect. I think we'll go down next week. Yeah, that's true. Someone wasn't filled by their broker. Yeah, it was a frustrating situation. It was I'm like, dude, I I I just refuse. I don't even care if there's a trade on the line and I have money in Robinhood. I can't do it. I was so mad. I emailed them. I'm like, fuck you. Not quite that, but they definitely heard it. I'm like, how is this a thing? Like I hit you guys on the ask. I should have got filled right away. And I sat there and watched it at the ask when I hit the my order. Like what? I said, Weeble don't do that. Fucking jeez. Hasn't been doing good the past few days. No, it has not. I'm down 300K. Dang, son. I mean, if you got faith, it should be all good. It should be all good. Watch futures. Watch us open like super red. I hope we open green, like really green, and then just backfire all day so we can crush those put premiums. Do you guys see this? State Department urges U.S. citizens in Ukraine to leave the country amid Russian buildup at border. Woo! Yikes. The State Department recommended on Sunday that all U.S. citizens in Ukraine depart the country immediately, citing Russia's extraordinary military buildup on the border. The State Department also ordered ineligible family members of personnel at its embassy in Kiev to leave the country due to the deteriorating security conditions. What? For months, the West has watched an extraordinary deployment of Russian forces and equipment to its border with Ukraine. Jeez, bro, what is going on? That's crazy. Jeez. Is it time for World War III? Shit. This is ridiculous. World War III. No. uh, that's not good. I'm confused about someone's talking in the comments. I'm not talking about AMC going down. Um, Money 8th. Oh, lowest Apple put on February 18th is 140. Mine comes in at 70, a $70 put. Oh, you probably have the 10 strikes on. So if you're looking at it like this, then you'd click all strikes if you're on the computer. If you're on a phone, it's the same thing, but I don't think it looks like this. When is World War III? Oh man, the sounds of it, not good. I don't think anybody wants war like with anybody. Protest with ape father. Oh my god. Al from Boston, more like Al from prison. Am I right, dude? What happened with that? Like a part of me thinks it's all just like to get attention to like a well, I don't know the story, so don't get it twisted. I don't know the story. I don't know who that girl was that commented. I watched one video and it didn't even show the person's name. Like it just sounds like something people do to get attention, and he'll be back in a week or something. I could be totally wrong. That could just be stupid, but because I don't know the story behind it. But watch him come back in like a week. Would not surprise me. Yeah, that's what I heard too. Honestly, I didn't look into it too much, but just to not make a comment about it, not say anything, and just like delete everything, that doesn't make sense. I mean, sexy and stuff in the videos. Ah, interesting. Hmm. Yeah, interesting. Well, that's not good. That's not good at all. He didn't say anything though. That looks like he would do something like that, not gonna lie. Oh, you guys are so savage. You guys are so savage. CNBC is tripping out a little bit. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, shit is just ripping. What do you guys think about do you know the guy that makes videos copying all YouTubers? No. I don't think so. If it's that short squeeze channel, then I know what you're talking about. Oh, about AMC. Is it this guy? This guy pisses me off, to be honest. Where is he at? This guy, short squeeze channel. This guy. No, I'm not sure. I think it's a terrible way to grow a channel, though, bashing people. Edward Morgan, baby! Always showing love. Always showing love. Let's go. Lambo is calling your name, baby. I walk away for a few minutes. Oh my God. No, Julie, we need you. It's 15 minutes till futures come into play. I don't know. I feel like every Sunday is like Christmas when you're a kid. Like, damn, I can't wait to wake up. But right now is even more so because I'm gonna be betting big, and I mean, we hit a lot of trades last week, so if we can keep up that momentum, it could be really good. Let's go. Seeing him towards the top. Oh, that guy I just showed you? Yeah, I mean, he's just like why are you bashing people? Like, you're obviously not an ape. You obviously don't care about people. Like, the last thing I want to do is like bash somebody. That's why, even though Angelo like wasn't correct with what he was saying, that it would be good for AMC to see a reverse split, I didn't like, this guy makes all his money from YouTube. He's sold out. Like, I'm not doing that. Crazy. Thoughts on tomorrow? I mean, I think we have to get through the Fed meeting, Microsoft earnings January 25th, Fed Jerome Powell the 26th, and then the 27th Apple earnings. That's really going to set the mood for the markets, I think. But for tomorrow, the markets are looking good, so it could just be a gap up. Money has to start flowing back into mid caps pretty soon, but after that, I think there is still pain to come. Mid-20s this week. Could be possible. I mean, we're pretty close to 20. I mean, we're not too far away. I mean, if Apple craters on earnings, though, just get ready. It's going to be crazy. You going to buy puts in the morning, or are you going to wait until later in the week? Depending really how strong we look in the morning. If we're looking kind of weak, then I'll probably start the position in the morning. Just depending how it looks, I'll probably buy a lot of it in the morning because we just tend to be up in the mornings and then come straight down. I mean, if you had done that over the last 3 trading days, you would have made out fat with just in and out day trades. Even like this day 2 would not have been bad for you. So 1, 2, 3, 4 days, if you had bought early in the morning, held it, throughout the day, by the end of the day, you would have been doing pretty good. And like this day, oh my God, that was crazy. We were up over 1%, straight down like 3%. Crazy. The $1 million a share. He was just going around acting like them to get views. Jeez. Did he make a video about you? No, I don't think so. This woman is the girl was trolling. Wonder if it was her. I want to see who this is now. Until hedgies cover them back to 0. Sierra the new baby. You guys are showing love today. Won't we have reversal? We're long overdue. I think we do. I think we need to see a slight bounce. But it's like, once markets fully understand what I've been saying, like if earnings go down next year, which I think the algorithms are starting to price this in because they look at things that people don't. So they're programmed to take into all these, different data points to come up with, hey, should we buy or should we sell? And I think they have like extended data on Apple, on these large companies that we can't possibly know about, and they're starting to see it's kind of common sense, but like what I've been saying, like earnings slowing down because you have to revalue these companies at a rapid rate. So if like people start to realize, hey, Apple's not worth $3 trillion, red flag, red alarm, would you see a bounce if it's still not worth what it's trading at? I don't think we would see a strong bounce. If hopefully that makes some sense to you. Like if fucking, the squeeze gonna happen or what the fuck? I think people just need to be patient with it, to be honest. Why day trade when you could just work your entire life? Exactly, bro. Exactly. What do you guys think about Meet Kevin selling out? Do you guys think it's smart? Do you probably not watch him? I missed the Santa hat. Actually, St. Patty's Day. Oh yeah, in there, baby. Can't put it on yet. Bad luck. Bad luck. We're in there though. Apple ain't worth what they say for sure. I mean, yeah, like Apple right now is priced for perfection. If and this is when we get the MOAS too. This is when we get the MOAS. That's the good luck. Yeah, but I mean, there's going to be rapid repricing in or like reevaluations. And especially on earnings, somebody commented on the one video earlier, the $5,000 bet video, and they said is it possible for a company to like kind of lie on their earnings? And I don't think it's I don't think they can like lie about their numbers because that's super illegal, but they could guide like slightly higher, right? So they could try to soften the blow, but usually big companies don't like to do that. Because if you're a big company and you guide for like 100 billion in revenue, but you only made 80 billion, it's like, how are you? I mean, 20% not too terrible, but it doesn't happen too often. It softens the blow to say, hey, we expect lower revenue than actually, showing lower revenue once the time comes. Patience is the key. Exactly. Meet Kevin made a great vid the other day, but I haven't really liked his stuff. Yeah. Meet Kevin's I mean, he's kind of different. People are not happy with him right now, though. Yeah, you sound like a huge stoner. No, sir. I'm a stock trader, bro. Dang. I watch charts all day. I don't think I could like smoke all day and like stay concentrated and make trades. I mean, sure people do, but I like to stay sharp between the ears. Like what's the Wolf of Wall Street? I think they say that. Sharp between the ears. Meet Kevin. They get audited by third accounting firms. It's impossible. Yeah, but like their guidance, we've seen that before because their guidance is just what they expect to produce like next year. That's what's gonna depend more. Because if people don't care about what happened last quarter more than they do what's going to happen. So even if numbers beat expectations, like Netflix beat profits, like the top and bottom line numbers, but they still fell because their guidance was terrible, like 60% worse than they had expected, or something along those lines. I could smoke all day and make trades. Keeps me sharp. Tomato. Tomato. Oh yeah. Wish you do live streams earlier. I'm on the East Coast. I know you want the left coast involved. Ooh. I mean, I do work another job in the mornings. Well, not in the mornings, but I, in the day, sometimes like after the market closes. So it's like just hardly works with my schedule, but I can do them earlier sometimes, but I want to stay consistent with it so people know when to like expect the live streams, if that makes sense. You know, I would like to do more live streams in the mornings though. But I just there's so many people that do live streams. Like I'm competing with like Short the Vix, the Mass Investor, every single day. I know it for sure. They don't really trade though. Like I would want to like trade with you guys and stuff like that. But well, you guys, it's not a recommendation. You know, you might lose money. You might watch me lose money. But that would be my kind of thing. Trading too, because I'm not just live streaming. I'm gonna trade too. In long plays at the moment, besides AMC, I have over 50 trades in AMC, but I'm looking to invest in new stocks. Oh, I have a bunch of other stocks. I own Snapchat, Abivai, DraftKings, SoFi, AMC, PayPal, Lucid, Affirm. I have like 100 shares of MindMed because I think it's just like it's like a long-term option. Maybe it hits one day, maybe it doesn't, but to grab 100 shares under $100, I think it's worth it for a YOLO. But what else do I own? I think that's it. I like to stay concentrated. Palantir SoFi maybe. Yeah, Palantir is just really expensive. I mean, maybe not now on a price to expected sales and all that, but different ways are going to come out with a little bit different valuation. But last time I checked, it was really expensive. I bought Palantir on the IPO day at like $10.20 and sold it at like 30 or 40 just because the valuation was really stretched and insiders were selling the whole time. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get out of here too. How's it going, Tyler? 5 inches over in Wisco last night. What you working with? About 6, baby. We're about to get some. I'm about to get a couple inches here. Erica, when did she say that? I know they were holding. Check Yahoo Finance for futures. Yeah, Yahoo Finance. They're Russell 2000 almost 1%. Linear Cardano and Ethereum than Bitcoin. Yeah, I would too. Bitcoin's like so it's just I mean, I don't want to say less risky, but it's like I don't think it's going to appreciate as much as Ethereum or start to get more adoption. Lou said it don't pass the laws this week. Oh man, Lou says a lot. Lou says a lot, brother. I like Lou. He's cool. He's funny, but that just doesn't make sense. Oh, you are the best slash, and I'll trade with you any day, hands down. I mean that. I know how you get down. Smash the like button, people. Yeah, we're gonna have to get on here and trade. See, I'm like a sniper, though, when it comes to the trades. Like, some days I will not make a single trade, and then other days I'll make, like, 5 or 6 or more. Just because, I don't like taking, like just 50-50 trades. Like, it's going to do 50-50. I like the news trades. I like things. Like, I would rather take a smaller gain and a confirmed trade rather than, take a larger gain, but it's like 50-50 or like 60-40. But I mean, seems like most trades are like big winners, or at least it has been a lot. Stop spreading. Lou didn't even say that. Stop spreading, but when it's just like 7 in the evenings. Uh, yeah, see, I'm at the other jobs. I do real estate and stuff and have rentals too, so stay busy after the market. But I could probably do it a little bit earlier than 10. I'm in Michigan, though. I think we have the same time East Coast, right? Luan L was funny as fuck. I'm down big time in ANC, but still believe we will win this in the end. Oh yeah, I mean that too. If you have just too much money or a lot of money in AMC, I mean always feel free to diversify a little bit, so it doesn't like some of my biggest positions used to be like Neo and things like that, like because I just had a lot of gains in them. But you stop buying a stock, start buying something else, starts to take that pressure off a little bit more. If it don't pass nothing, this becomes a forever play. Okay, that makes more sense. Can you recap on what to expect this week? This week is all eyes on the Fed and then all eyes on earnings. So Microsoft earnings the 25th, Fed Jerome Powell the 26th, and then Apple earnings the 27th. So that's really going to dictate how investors feel. Like if we see just gap downs, like if Apple goes down 5 to 10% on earnings, so does Microsoft. It's the worst case scenario is confirmed. Everything will sell off. Markets, AMC would sell off, but not as fast. I think it would slow down dramatically as we just do get lower. But yeah, that's basically the this week. Tomorrow is going to be the first day of. I think there are some earnings. I'm not exactly sure what companies, but not your big companies that I'm aware of. I didn't really look at them, but he said that a crash would still cause the most. Oh yeah. Well, at least we're on the same terms there. Shout out to Lou, because I mean that's exactly what we need. Oh, Matty Stafford from the Lions that now plays for the Rams is effing killing it. Say you're gonna go to his first Super Bowl, dude. Tell me about it. What is going on? Freaking Lions. Like it has to be the coaching in that case, right? Because I remember watching him. I was a young kid and I was watching him with the Stafford with the Kelvin Johnson days. Just Hail Mary, just fourth quarter, last 2 minutes, they recover like 30 points. I'm like, what? Thought for sure they would go to the Super Bowl one of these years, but never. Never. Yeah, Schwab account too. Can you teach us how to do puts on Schwab or maybe other platforms? I don't have a Schwab account. But it's gonna pretty much be the same way. Not all platforms actually have options. Like public, I wish they did, but they don't. Your large brokerages do though. If you're gonna say what he says, then say it right. And Prague, it's been a hot talked about stock this weekend. Yeah, I've just a lot of people have talked about Prague for a while. BBIG too. Yeah, Nasdaq just up almost 1%. Jeez, you're hoping for a market crash. I'm confused. XX Wolverine, you are clearly blind and deaf, but you're hoping for a market crash. I'm confused. People said market crash for 10 years before when actually happened. That's not true. Well, okay, what are you talking about? Yeah, exactly. Yes, market crash, starve liquidity from the market, then MOAS. It's one scenario. And you also do have to have a catalyst too, you know. But I'm confused, XX Wolverine. So are you saying there's not going to be a market crash? Duck Boy also sold all his shares, lol. Yeah, I mean, Kevin, I mean, people could do what they want, you know. I'm not the one that's gonna, Meet Kevin does not have to be my cheerleader. I just he's an opinion just like other people. That's what he wants to do. Yeah, I'm confused. Like, you know, Wolverine, you might have just joined or something, and you're not aware of, like, the data is there. Like, spending is slowing down. Like, any data point that you pull up will tell you um, spending is slowing down. And the easiest way is just Google Trends. You want to cancel him, bro? Duckboy equals Matt Kors. Matt Kors, so what? How do people know? Like AirPods too, down at their lowest levels uh in a minute, in a while. iPhone down to their lowest levels in like 5 years right now. Really, from like September, like early October, it tanked and it stayed down. Let's cancel this, dude. You think enough options expired in the day on January 21st to give us a green day tomorrow? Uh, I think it's possible. I mean, it does kind of like, I mean, we were under 20, so that's where I wanted to see us above. But, the options that people have held that are at like the $15 strike and, under that, then it definitely can, as people probably exercise those options. Could hold us up to some extent, but yeah, no, it just comes down to the stock market crashing either is I mean due to emotions when it comes down to it, but if fundamental things start to mess up expectations, that's where you see the real crashes. Since 2017, okay. Yeah, I've been in the market since 2017 too. I wish I was in, like, I was watching the Jeff Bezos documentary today where um he worked at McDonald's when he was just out of when he was in high school, and they were treating him like shit. Later did they know he became the richest person ever. Opinions combined with my own, I believe margin call will trigger the MOAS. Exactly. Highway frog. And that's exactly how people should um take the videos as like different opinions. That's what I like to do. So it's like Meet Kevin, even like selling out, like, okay, well, what can I get out of that? What kind of opinion? Obviously there's a strong opinion there, but it's kind of in line with what I've been saying. I'm not as confident though that like he is that in like 2 months the markets will recover. I think this could be a prolonged downtrend. Because I mean, like, dude, if if like with inflation this high, think about it like this. With inflation this high at 7%, it's obviously going to come down very fast too, which is an unpopular opinion, but I think it will come down pretty fast. But think about it like this. Inflation 7%. The Fed has kept rates at zero for so long. Now they're having to go crazy and raise rates super fast, and you see revenue slowing down after all this money has been printed. Like, what do they do? What does the Fed do? Like, the Fed's hands are pretty much tied. The Fed has $8.8 trillion of assets right now. They would be insolvent if they were a bank. They would have to go bankrupt if they were a private bank or a corporation or whatever. So I mean, when you look at it like that, like, can it be a short-term downtrend? I don't think so, unless, like, people's... It's really hard to rectify, too, because, like, with all of the extra demand, companies have been ramping up production of everything. They've been hiring more. They've been doing all this, pumping billions of dollars into investments to expand their businesses. But when that extra money is gone and when it lands its way into assets that don't move that much, then it's like you're gonna have to start seeing layoffs and people losing their jobs. Like, if you just hired 100,000 more people because you've been busy in the last 2 years and that slows down, you got to start laying people off. And then it's like the Fed really can't do shit at that point. What's the Fed gonna do? Inflation's too high. They can't just pump more money into the system or keep rates low. Biden's not going to win the Democrats aren't going to win the midterms. That's what it is. I personally think cuz Powell turned hawkish when he got the job from Biden, and they need to get inflation under control to remain the for Democrats to win again. Not even political. I think that's just what's going on. Whatever happened with Evergrande Catalyst? I think a lot of people thought about it like it's going to happen in like a week. A big company like Evergrande with X amount of assets and $300 billion of debt, they don't just go bankrupt instantly. We have to look back at history. Like Lehman Brothers, they had $600 billion of debt and $600 billion of assets, give or take like $20 billion in either direction. It took them over a year to go bankrupt. So, I think that's an end of 2022, like mid to end of 2022 catalyst. That's definitely coming back to life. Definitely coming back to life. You see China cutting all these rates, basically saying, hey, take on as much, do as many loans as you need to do. We're not even going to report the debt. That's what they just said a couple days ago. China just shut down its third city. Like China's screwed too. This is going to affect them a lot. On top of everything, they're shutting down their cities. Like, nobody out doing anything. Their economy's already hit. But, I mean, they got to do what they got to do. How many cats do you have? One. Do you know the way they count employment and unemployment rates? It's totally not even an actual representation of, well, if you know, you know. Yeah, it's not. I think that's for a lot of reasons, though, too. Because, a lot of people do what they do on the sides, like side hustles and stuff, which is always good. But, people that just started new businesses, like let's say all I did was make YouTube videos. Like, I didn't have any other sources of income. Like, it wouldn't even be reported. So it's like it could be a lot better or a lot worse than people think. I actually got two. I'm trying to work. I think screwed. Absolutely, yeah. China is in a very interesting situation. If they keep cutting rates, it's going to be like a huge what was I gonna say? Huge red flag, more than what it even is. BlackRock gonna take my real estate investments. Oh no. Orange chicken stocks are down. The orange chicken stocks. Cat and ease. Can we see? Yeah, the one's really, really old, so I don't want to mess with him too much. All right, guys. Shout out to the mods. Thank you guys for those of you guys that did donate. I appreciate all you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Looks like it's going to be a pretty good day tomorrow. Be careful, though. If you do want to play puts, not a recommendation. Probably better to buy them, obviously, while the markets are in the green compared to in the red. So, yeah, if you guys want access to all of the trades and all of that good stuff, I think it's down below in the description of this live. If it's not, it's in the description of other videos. But appreciate you guys for tuning in. Like I said, appreciate the mods. Appreciate all you guys. Thank you, and have a great night.